Girl, no, she's very flammable. That whole costume is very flammable. Don't go near no fire, girl. No, it's too cheap. No, no, no. Start your engines. May the best woman win. Okay, guys, we're gonna do season 17 RuPaul's Drag Race. It's back. It's time to get into it. We're gonna go through every outfit, every look, every category, everything that they do each season. This is the first episode, so I'm in drag. I don't know if I'll do every episode in drag, but it's the first one, so for the first one, we're giving. And we'll see if we keep doing it in drag, but the first one we are. Now, let's get into the show. Every category, everything that they do. It's time. It's back. It's back. Let's start with entering the workroom and their outfits and what it's giving. I'm gonna watch it like in real time and react in real time after each one because, I mean, not real actual time, but like I'll stop it and then say what I say. So my reactions, it's happening when it's happening. Let's go. Yes, for Squirrel Games. That was cute. It's nice that they called it that, and it times up with this Squid Game actually coming back. I've watched like 2 episodes now. It's so good. That was nice to name it Squirrel Game. Okay. It's back. I like what it's doing. I like what they're giving for the first episode back. Okay. It's kind of interesting to like go straight into like a game or to go straight into like a challenge or whatever, but like I'm just used to the workroom being first, so I'm kind of like thrown off. Like, is the workroom coming? Like, they better go to the workroom, but then at the same time they've already seen each other. Are they gonna do a workroom? Like, I guess let's see. Okay, it was just a kiki because all the contestants finished and all the non-contestants got pied. So okay, that was cute. First up, Lexi Love, and yes, honey, that is how you enter a workroom. It's giving expensive. Mug. That's how you enter the workroom. Just, it's cohesive. The feathers, ostrich, it's giving real ostrich feathers. Nothing looks cheap. It's just, mwah, 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 mwah. That's how you enter the workroom. Yes, it's actually giving Victoria's Secret fashion show, and that's better. What that's giving, it's actually better than what they've done at least the last Victoria's Secret fashion show, so they could take a cue from the drag queens on how to give more and give a spectacle with wings and a full cohesive moment, because that is the type of shit that should be at a Victoria's Secret fashion show. It's giving. Like, that is giving. It's a costume. It's stage. It's grand. The last fashion show was not. That's how it should be. Yes, she gave. Joella, yes, I like that she's bringing her culture into it. And it doesn't look expensive, but can it be better? I'm almost like, should it be stoned? Should it be something? Because it does look like you could find it in a store in like a Chinatown or something. Just saying. Does it necessarily look custom? No. Does it look cheap? No. You could have elevated it more, though, somehow. I would say some type of stone it or something. Because, again, it's the first time you're entering the workroom. You should be, like, you should be standing out. And while it's standing out because it's an elaborate costume, it's not standing out because it's like, oh my goodness, like it looks like, oh, it's a costume and of her culture, which is nice, but push it more. Honestly, stoning something, I don't know. So it's because it reads flat. Since it's just fabric, there's not really any like particular sheen to it anywhere really. And I like that she brought the gong. That's kind of like the wow factor. But like, we need more wow factor because the garment and the fabric itself is still reading kind of flat. Even if the fabric had like some more sheen to it somewhere or something, it's reading flat. In person, maybe not, but on screen, it's just reading flat. But I'm always going to advocate for you bringing your culture in to these spaces. So for that, she did what needed to be done for the workroom. Wait, I just realized that it is actually stoned. Like the headpiece is stoned and parts of it is kind of like, I don't know. It's still just missing. Well, it's not, it is stone. So I don't know how we change it. Like I guess because it's giving just a costume, but without any changes. Like, I don't know if it was like turning it into like shortening it to show her legs or something, like alterations and make it a little bit more like as opposed to just literally put it on, because she's also kind of like boxy in the way it's fitting. So like, let's show legs, let's do something to change it, because I don't know if I necessarily like it floor length, and I'm sure that's it is what it is, that is what floor length, but change it so that it is not what it is. I don't know, it something more can be done. But again, she brought culture. But when you enter the workroom, we should see something new, something changed, something different. Corey King came through with the body, the matching cup. It's right. Mug is giving. It stands out. Like, no, it's not necessarily anything crazy new because it's a tight dress, but it's a story. It's created a story. She's created a story because the matching cup, and it's just like, it's memorable. That's how you enter the workroom. As long as it's memorable in some way, it's memorable because it's just like, oh, that's pretty, and the matching cup and the colors are bright. It just stands out in that way. And you remember because, well, the body is everything, and it's just giving. It's giving. It's just giving. Yes, Corey King. Lydia B. Collins. The mug is stamped. The mug is giving very much. It's beat down. The mug is pretty. The clothes is her aesthetic. We will say that. Is it crazy memorable? Crazy standout? No, but it looks good as her aesthetic. So it's giving. Because you still should be yourself when you come in the workroom as well, too. So for that, I like it. And I like what she did with her makeup because it's different. Okay. Yeah, she says she gets inspiration from Tim Burton, and I definitely see it. And what I will say is the little streamer parts right here, or whatever that is, that does look cheap, and that gives a little Party City. But again, it's like, it's a vision, and it's part of the aesthetic, and Tim Burton, and it's a little bit made a little more drag with it, but like, let's still always try to give expensive, because let's not have any element that's cheap. But again, for her and her aesthetic, I do like. Arietti. Now, I really like her makeup. These girls are coming through with like new, innovative makeup, which I like. And I like the whole moment all together. But again, we've all seen that kind of punk like view before. And it is elevated because it's like with a coat, which I like that. But it's reading cheap. That fabric is kind of just that fabric, so I don't know how she would necessarily make, outside of not using that fabric's gonna just look like that. But that fabric can veer costume, can veer cheap if not done well. And it kind of just is giving cheap, like, not necessarily first impression work. First impression in the sense that, again, it's her, but it just doesn't. I don't know. I just say you should always look luxe. And I don't know if that necessarily looks luxe. And again, like, you could buy it. It seems like it looks like something you could buy. But it's her. It's her point of view. So for that, I like it. But again, it's elevated in all of it. It's big and elevated, but it's still kind of cheap. It still looks kind of cheap at the same time. Yeah, no, the more I look at that fabric, the more I'm like, actually, no, that ain't, actually, you probably can't, no, she bought the cheapest version of that fabric because, no, that, it looks like it's, the more I look at it, at first, when she first walked in, I was like, oh no, it's like, whatever, but the more I'm looking at it, it looks just all of plastic and very flammable. No, that fabric's, that is the fabric. I mean, I knew it was the fabric before, but now that I look at it again and more, it's that fabric. Oh no, 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 no. The design is there. That's what it is. The design is there, and the elevation of design is there. But ooh, that fabric was the wrong choice. It looks like it cost 50 cents. No, unacceptable. That fabric. No, 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 no. You can have a good design and the fabric be trash, and the whole thing is a no, no, no. No, 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 no to that fabric. It ruined the whole thing. I actually like all of it and the way it's designed, but because of that fabric, it's just a no. No, 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 no. I like where she was going with it, but that fabric is, it's like, I have it paused right now, and it's like, it's hard. No, 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 no. I don't know if in person it looks better, but right now it's like, ah, Jewel sparkles. I like it. She looks pretty. Very, her butt's out, okay. Makeup's done. The dress is very girly. Does it kind of look like a costume you can buy? Yes. But I'm not mad at it because, like, because of all these elements and because it's so, the butt's out and it's just giving, and the way she's selling it, it's giving me memorable still. And it doesn't look cheap. Even though it does kind of look like a costume you can buy, it still doesn't look cheap to me. Like, it's just giving. I like it. Goodness, that mug is giving. These girls beat down. These girls are beat down. Ooh, her mug, because, like, like, I mean, her boy is different, but, like, very different from her boy, because, it's a mug. She better give. It matches that pink moment. So the way she did the mug, it matches that pink moment perfectly. She beats down. She beats down. Lana Del Rey. Yes. Yes. First of all, that's a cute name. And all that yellow against the chocolate skin. Mwah. Yes, honey. Skimpy, but again, that's memorable. And because of the long train coat thing, it's giving. And you remember that because it's the way it's flowing against that skin. Yes, and just like a little skimpy little moment. Cute. It's very cute. Like all of that yellow against her skin. Yes. But what I will say is pads and boobs. It can and sometimes does work. But once and even when she kept the coat on, it still kind of worked. But when she raised it off took it off her shoulders, it's too much boy body for me because everything's just flat and straight up and down. Like, and I'm not saying you need to have boobs and hips, but at least one. Because when she took the coat off, it was just straight up and down. She could have got away with the no, because I mean, I'm not saying put no breastplate or anything. It's still like, it's a bra, so there's only so much you can do. But she could have did hip pads. I mean, yeah, she could have did hip pads and then pantyhose and, have a shape. Give us shape. Don't just give us boy body straight up and down. But I still like it because, like I said, when she keeps the coat on, it's not that big of a deal. And again, I mean, we can't go against that beautiful chocolate skin against the yellow. It's giving for me. And that's how you enter the workroom still. Well, that makes sense that she's Lux Llewellyn London's daughter. Because, I mean, she don't really wear pads either. And, I mean, like I said, it works sometimes. I don't know. The more I'm looking at it right now, it's not that big of a deal. But I still would just like to have seen some hips. But I definitely see the Lux. That's her mother. Sam Star. Red, white, and blue. With a corset with stars on it. It's costume, yes. And it doesn't necessarily give cheap. Doesn't necessarily give expensive. And I like the way the stars are placed. I like that it has black with the gloves. But something about it is just, and I mean, it's kind of memorable because it's like, okay, a red, white, and blue person's coming in here. And like, who's this patriotic person? So in that way, it's kind of memorable. But we've also seen it before, and it's not necessarily new. But again, I like the way it's done. It's kind of just like, it's okay. I don't know if it's workroom. I don't know if it's workroom ready, but it is okay. But what is workroom ready is that face and that hair. My goodness, these girls can paint. These girls can paint. These girls can paint. Actually, the more I see it, it does read expensive because it's actually stoned really well, and the fabric doesn't read cheap. Actually, it does read expensive, but again, it's not. We've seen it before in some way. Like we've seen that way with a corset with a long thing behind it in many different ways. So that part's not anything new, but it does look expensive. I will give it that. On Your Nerve, giving almost like pedestrian, and it doesn't. I wouldn't say necessarily cheap, but no, it does give cheap. There are elements. I like the pants, how it has that detailing on the pants, but it's still cheap, and it's still something you could have found. Like all of it, like she found all of it at a thrift store. Like she was just rummaging at a thrift store. And I'm talking about the kind of thrift store where you buy things by the pound. Yeah, like she left and bought all that, and it was like $5 for all of it by the pound. Like it's 60s, all right. Like literally from the 60s, like not even like designed to be new interpretation of the 60s. Like no, like someone wore that in the 60s. And no, not for when you enter the workroom for the first time. Not for no. We need new. We need expensive. It's the first time we're seeing you. I will say I like her hair. The hair is giving though. And I like the fact that she says that she represents blackness. Like, I live for that. But girl, get you something made next time. And if that was made, do it a different way. You represent blackness, you need to come through giving us expensiveness, giving us something we've not seen before. We saw that before at the thrift store. All of it. The hair is kind of new. I mean, big hair is always going to be, but the way that big hair is, it's kind of new. I just like it. But, girl, you got to give us something. You got to, it's the first time we've seen you again, give more. Just give me more. Susie Toot. I like it. I like that she came out with the paper with her name on it. That's a nice touch. And it's giving that kind of like costume of that era, but it looks new. It looks expensive. And the way she painted is good. Like, as long as it looks expensive, I don't mind you doing something from an era, some type of costume, as long as it looks expensive. And hers looks expensive. And it's just, the mug is right. Like, and I live for a good prop. And we remember the prop. It's memorable. I would say that's how you enter the workroom. Mona Lisa? No. It's giving... I can tell she got the costume made, and it is nice. It doesn't look cheap, necessarily, but it's just giving the kind of drag that we've seen before. It's not... She didn't push it in any new way. I mean, it has a corset built in, and it goes out, and big shoulders. Her makeup is pretty, but I mean, it's drag makeup we've seen before. It's just not anything new, necessarily, in any way. Does she look good? Yes. Is it something new and like, wow, for the first time entering the workroom? No. And RuPaul personally told her that she was going to be on the show, and she didn't come through a little bit better than that. Like, if RuPaul personally picked you and told you ahead of time that you're going to be there, you should have came and shut it down and not gave us something that we've seen before, and that's something that's just like, No, now that I know RuPaul picked her, that makes it even worse that that's what she gave. I mean, I know she's like country or whatever, and that whole aesthetic is giving country, but girl, give us more with it. Like, give us, like, it's giving just, that's what I would expect from a country drag queen. No. You made RuPaul waste No, I'm just kidding. We don't know what you're gonna give for the season, but that's not how you come through on the first time, because everyone's already judging you because he handpicked you, and that's what you give us. No, it's too blah. Crystal Envy. Oh yes, that train. I normally don't like a high-low situation for the dress, short and then a train. I normally don't like that. To me, we're not doing that anymore. But I like this because those are real ostrich feathers and they look luxe and they look expensive. Is the skirt kind of cutting her off a little bit? Making her read a little bit shorter? Yes. Could it have maybe like taken off one tier and gone shorter to show more leg and elongate her? Yes. Is this part on her shoulder a little bulky? Yes. But it's still giving. It's just still giving, and she's just so gorgeous that I'm like, you know what? It's creating drama as she walks in. The mug is mugging, so it's a good way to walk. It has little things that could be tweaked, but it's still how you walk into the workroom for the first time. In case you forgot, no. It's giving, first of all, the fabric's too flat and blah to make an impact when you come in. It's that there's no real design that's like groundbreaking or new or in any way. We've seen it all before. It's just giving like, oh, I mean, there goes the drag queen. It's not turning any heads. It's not doing anything. We've seen it before. It's not a big deal. That's not how you come into the workroom the first time. No. There's no impression to be left because we're just like, as soon as you came in, we forgot about it. And then, honey, the blush all the way up to her forehead. Oh no, honey, did someone beat you up, girl? No. Lucky stars? Yes. That is how right now, so far, she's eating all the girls up. Like, she's the winner right now because that's something I've never seen before. It's just so, like, visually, like, what's going on, but pretty and, like, so, like, it's captivating and it's just, like, it's new. It's literally new and it's just giving and it's just, That's how you come into the workroom and shut it down. Yes, it's just like, it's like a vision. Like, it's just, yes, honey. She's the perfect example of like, you don't have to come in and always give pretty. You can come in and give weird and it works. Like, I like this kind of weird because it's like, yes, it's weird in the right ways. Yes. Okay, now it's time for the runway. And we're going to go through the looks because it's what we're here for. The category is Mask for Masked Singer. So it should give Masked Singer vibes. So let's see who's giving that. Let's see. In case you forgot, as the snowman, I could definitely see it on Masked Singer. Yeah, no, I like it. It's melting. It's giving. Yeah, no, I like it. It's melting. It's the only thing is, I like when we see your hands, your skin tone hands, it takes us out of the fantasy. I will say is the reveal when she takes off and is now in the bodysuit is giving cheap. The fabric's cheap. There's like with the straps is cheap. No, it's like just leave everything on, honestly. Just leave the mask on. But yeah, because what was underneath was Joella, she's basically holding a plate in front of her face and she says it's a moon. No, that's not a mask. It's something to serve food on. Now, the costume itself, I kind of like it. I do kind of like it, but it's all over the place. It's not a cohesive story. Like, I get it's like moon, solar system, all that stuff, but it's like, it's too much going on. And while I mean, it is kind of tiptoeing into looking cheap as well, it's not streamlined and not sleek. So it's just no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. The more I see it, I'm like, no, because I just noticed that the bodysuit part is like, Girl, you can see that bodysuit part. It's polyester from a mile away. It's just so Ooh, it's so cheap. It's because it has that sheen to it. Girl, no, she's very flammable. That whole costume is very flammable. Right down to that hair with all that hairspray in it. Ooh, no. Don't go near no fire, girl. No, it's too cheap. No, no, no. It's actually very, very much tacky. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, no, the whole thing's tacky and too DIY, and DIY in a bad way. Like she got crazy with the hot glue gun. No, 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 girl. No, and it's the first runway. No, no, no. Jewel sparkles. Yes, yes, honey. The color is so beautiful and perfect on stage. It's giving mask, and it's just like big headpiece, and like drama with the train. She likes a train, but it's good for her. Like it works for her. It's like it's just, and then just she's got a mug. Arietti. Yeah, it's, you know what, it kind of reminds me of like a Ferris wheel or something, but I can say I've not necessarily seen anything like it before, which is what you should do. You should be giving us something we've not really seen before. And it doesn't look cheap. Like it's a new perspective on a mask. It's a new, like, yeah, it's like I mean, yeah, we've seen that cut of dress before, but like not all together like this. Like, no, it's giving. It's you know that it. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm actually into it. I like it. Yeah. Now I see the tribal and the backstory of it. Okay, now it's yeah, and I like it even more now. At first, I just from far away, I saw that spin thing I gave Ferris wheel, but now I get it. Okay, yeah, and then she got a storyline. Yeah, I like the whole thing. Lydia B. Collins. The whole thing kind of just seems like it looks like it was ordered from Amazon or something. Like something about it doesn't look custom, doesn't look luxe. It's giving cheap. And I know it may not be cheap. It may have been that she got it made, but for some reason it's giving cheap and like bought, like it's giving a handmade vibes and like DIY a little bit. And I don't know if it actually was, but it's not giving, it's giving cheap. Lucky Stars. Now see, I like this kind of weird because it's giving like crazy artistic, and it's working. It's not giving weird just for the sake of being weird. It's giving like a fleshed out idea that's like new. Like she came out with a pizza box and then it's a pizza and she looks like a pizza. It's giving very much an editorial, very much a high fashion, very much like she's doing weird in a chic way. And the girls, I know the girls are probably like not into it because they're so used to pretty, but no, she's actually giving us something very much new and giving us very much something high fashion, avant-garde. Like it's not like she's giving new. It's drag, but new and still pretty. Like the way she did her mug is still pretty, but it just all works. Like, no, they're gonna sleep on her and just cast her out as weird, but no, it's giving new, innovative in like a real innovative kind of way. And like, no, like, can't you like, you could picture that in an editorial in a magazine, a pizza magazine. Like I could see it right now. Like, no, she's giving. Susie Toot. Okay. She came out with a coin on her head. I guess kind of cool, but the coin kind of looks just like cardboard. And then that whole like suit leotard thing, like we've seen that before, and she's doing the baton. We've also seen that before. No, it's just kind of like, it's not really like wow. There's just like a cardboard coin on your head. No, it's nothing new. Well, the middle part where she is seeing out of, that part's like not cardboard. She has like a little cutout with that sheer. But I mean, the coin part in the middle, that looks like it's cardboard and spray painted silver to me. So no, it regardless of what fabric, what materials were used to make it, it just looks cheap. It's cardboard, whatever was used to make it, it just looks cheap, and all of it is just, I don't make sense. Like, what does the coin have to do with it? Like, no, it's just cheap. It's just, we didn't need it. And she says it's from a musical, and I definitely see the musical reference, because that's her thing, and I do see that. And trust me, I like musicals, but it's not giving me the category of mask singer, like mask for mask singer. Like, it's not giving me that category. She just put a cardboard coin on her head and has nothing to do with the outfit. It's just like, it's no. Mm-mm. It's not a fully fleshed out storyline and idea. Like, it's just, it gives afterthought vibes. Corey King, yes. Oh my goodness, with the hair, the mask, and all that, and the feathers look luxe. It's just drama. It's giving like, like she's like, yes, honey. Like, it's just, that's how you come out. And yeah, it's black, but it's like, people will sometimes say don't wear black on the stage, but this works because it has like the glitter and the sheen and all the sparkle, and it's like it's not reading flat. It's giving drama, and you see her, like, you see all of it, and it's just like, yes. If you can do black on the runway, you do it like that. You create drama. And the mug, honey, the mug, it's just, yes, honey. She came through. She came through. Her Mona Lisa. Okay, she's giving like a skunk. I kind of don't hate it. Have I seen something kind of like it before? Yes. Is it like the most new idea? She just essentially put like the head on and then the skunk, like we've seen, and then the tail drops. We've seen costumes like that before. Yes, but I don't hate it. And it is at least the category. Something new, no. Something like wow, no. But all I ask is that you be, when you get a brief, follow it correctly. And she did. So I will always give you that. So for that, she gets that. I mean, I like it better than a coin on your head, a cardboard coin on your head, but she definitely could have done better. But I mean, no, this girl is, for her, it's good is all I guess we can ask for. Crystal Envy, I like it. I like it because it's giving like, she looks like she was blown up. It's giving like, we've not seen it on the runway really like that. It's very jarring to the eyes. It's like, wait, what? It's an act. It fits the category. Like, it's giving. Like, it's really good. It's really good. And then we find out that it's a face crack and opens. She shut it down. We've never seen that before on the runway. Lexi Love. It's giving VMA's Moon Man. It's good. It's like, there's nothing wrong with it. How could we have elevated it more? Because it's just Silver Puffer, which kind of gives like off the rack snow vibes. But I wish she gave us a fabric that like was actually metal somehow, or it was like a metal actual hard bodysuit or something. To just do Silver Puffer, to me, gives just like an easy way out. But it's fine, and it does fit the category. So that's all I care about most, is that it fits the category. I mean, I care that you give me something new and elevated, but like, it's the category, because that is important to me too. So for that, like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing technically wrong with it. It's just that it does, like, that silver on the puffer does kind of read flat. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine. And I give her points for like when she takes the mask off. Like, there's all this color which we weren't necessarily expecting. So fine still. Just it's fine. Lana Jarre. These girls, like, how'd they, like, do all these girls, like, how did they all know about this, like, new way of, like, the mask opening like that? Like, is that the new thing? I mean, I've never really seen it before. I like it, but I've never really seen it before. So, but there's 2 girls that have it. But outside of her mask opening like that, the bodysuit's kind of just a bodysuit. And here, I need hips. With this bodysuit, I need hips. And I need hips down. Because it's just too straight up and down. And and it's giving like, come on, give me curvy cat. Don't just give straight up and down cat. Give me a curvy cat. Like, no. Like, it ain't a swimsuit. Like, lingerie, swimsuit, stuff like that, I'm gonna excuse no pads because it's a lot to deal with in hiding. But a bodysuit, there's no reason you can't be patted down with the bodysuit. And boobs. It's still good because I like that it's the mask opens and yeah, but like I needed you to give me a body. And also the bodysuit is almost giving cheap. Not fully, but it's like almost about to give me cheap and almost like you ordered it from Amazon or something like that. Like it almost gives ordered vibes, but I still like it. And she's giving. I still like it though. I like the idea. So like again, it's, and like I said, she did what the category is. So yeah. On your nerve. She said she used materials that you would typically find in a beauty supply store. I like that. But again, it's reading like she went off with a hot glue gun and just did like it, like it's pedestrian, like it's like, okay, like I like where your ideas were going by using those materials, but then what you did with the materials are like, no. And it's like it's giving piece together, not like luxe. And yeah, it's a gown, but even though it's a gown, it doesn't feel like it's giving like, I mean, you can tell like it, like when you use a material that's not a standard material, like it should still look like a standard material the way you used it. And I mean, it looks like you found all that shit at a beauty supply store. Like you didn't manipulate the fabric to give an act. You didn't manipulate the materials to give like as though it's an actual fabric and like gag us. Like when you told us that, like, oh, we're like, oh yeah, we can tell. You didn't gag us by telling us that. I mean, now if you didn't tell us that, we would have still been like, oh, she pieced some things together. Like it's not gag worthy when you tell us that you found it at a beauty supply store. It's like, no, it's no. It's no. She used like a black polyester on the gloves, like a silky polyester, but it just reads, it's like it don't look luxe. Like it has like just an awful sheen to it and cheap. Like no. We see the corset. Like no. Sam Star. I like it because it's a story, and I like a good story, and it's like rain at the end of the, like a rainbow, and like does the rain part look kind of cheap? Yeah, but in this case, and does it, the cloud and like the feathers make it, that's kind of like the cloud, give kind of like a DIY vibe? Yes, but the gown and the hair and the story and all of it together is enough that it's strong, and the dress and the hair alone is like fights the cheapness of the headpiece part. And the storyline is good. And yeah, it's giving. I like it. Could it have been better? Because there are like these like beads that are like almost like kind of look like raindrops in a way, more than that she could have used. So there, like it could have been better. Like there were different ways for the rain part to be made, but it's one of those things where it's like I give you your props on where you were going with it and for your idea. And there is like an element of like new innovation to it. So for that, I like it. Yeah. Okay, that was the outfits. Season 17, episode 1. Let's see what the next one gives. The part 2 gives. Yes, it was giving. For the first episode, these girls are really strong. For the first episode, these girls are really strong, and pretty much everyone beats down. The girls are pretty. Like they all are, like I like what these girls are giving this season. Yes. But in the meantime, if you guys liked this video and us going through these girls and what they're all giving, then like and subscribe down below. Till next week. Bye, guys.